Hi guys, now we'll be discussing case study number 18, a very small and simple case study. MCQ number 1. After declaration form is submitted by Mr. Sanjeev Kumar. Basically, Sanjeev Kumar is a exporter to Commissioner of Customs. What will be the course of action after its verification by Commissioner? See, what is the declaration form that the exporter will file? He will file the form EDF. He will file with the Commissioner. Once Commissioner authorizes the EDF form, he will transfer the EDF to nearest branch of RBI. So the answer would be B. The Commissioner shall forward the original copy of declaration to RBI. Okay, and the second duplicate copy will be given back to the exporter. Next, the importer exporter code number is only issued to identify exporter and importer and not meant to be used while doing any transaction. No, it has to be disclosed in the declarations that the exporter gives to Commissioner or to any authority. Required to be mentioned on copies of declaration forms submitted to a specified authority. Option B would be correct answer. Okay, IEC code has to be mentioned on the declarations that exporter furnishes with authorities. Next, do you think declaration requirement is applicable in the case where Mr. Kumar exports garment samples to Mr. James in USA? See, if you are exporting samples, then declaration is not required for exporting samples. Therefore, answer would be it is not applicable as it is exempted from such a requirement. Option B. Next, Mr. Kumar remitted $3,000 for donation abroad under LRS. Can such donation be considered under prescribed limit of LRS? Yes, it can be considered. Answer would be C. First of all, let me read the option A. Amount so remitted will be reduced from the prescribed limit of LRS in a financial year. Yeah, option A would be the correct answer. Next, fifth MCQ. Whether Mr. Kumar had undertaken any obligation while taking advance payment against export order from Mr. Khalid. See, if you receive any advance for exporting goods, then you have to export the goods within 1 year from the date of receipt of advance. Therefore, option would be see, first option, Mr. Kumar needs to inform RBI if he fails to deliver. No, Mr. Kumar needs to dispatch the shipment within 1 year from the date of receipt of advance payment. Option B would be the correct option. Next, descriptive questions. Mr. Kumar, after remitting $1 lakh US for her daughter's education abroad, again remitted $3,500 as gift to his daughter Anjali. Evaluate that how, as an Indian resident, he will eligible to do both these remittances one after the other. You have to refer LRS scheme. Under liberalized remittance scheme, an individual can utilize maximum up to $2,50,000. Here he utilized only 1 lakh and 3,500, which is completely allowed and within the limits of LRS scheme. Next, what are the evidences that Mr. Kumar may need to furnish at the time of filing declaration of exports if required by the Commissioner of Customs, and what are the other requirements that Mr. Kumar needs to other relating to such declaration? Okay, relating to EDF export declaration form, what are the additional evidences that has to be furnished? Let us read it. What are the additional evidences? See, such evidences regarding full value of export of goods or services. In case if full value of export is not ascertainable, then evidences regarding the value which the exporter having regard to prevailing market conditions will be able to realize, okay, expects to receive on sale of goods or services has to be given. Okay, if the export value is ascertainable, evidence regarding that export value. If export value is not ascertainable, then evidences regarding the amount that exporter is expected to realize has to be given. Next, declaration shall be executed in such sets, such number as may be specified. Okay, shall be liable to realize the amount of foreign exchange within the prescribed duration. Okay, and also see, declaration shall be supported by such evidence as may be needed containing true and correct amount of material particulars, including the exporter is person resident in India. Okay, evidence showing that exporter is PRI, and evidence stating that destination stated in the declaration form is the final place of destination, and evidence stating that the value stated in the declaration represents full value of export of goods. And what are the other requirements? See, Mr. Kumar needs to other two relating to such declaration. Realization of export proceeds in respect of export of goods from the third party should be duly declared. Okay, he has to declare within which time the proceeds will be realized, and importer exporter code number allotted by DGFT shall be indicated on all copies of the declaration. These are the additional requirements. By this we have completed case study number 18.